Rant time. Resident Evil. Let's sit the fuck down, you sorry sons of bitches. And before any hardcore fans start bitching, eat a dick. See? Now you can shut the fuck up and listen to my opinions. First thing I want to touch on are dicks. I mean, the game. These games have become so, well, stupid. I don't hate them, but not too big of a fan of them. Resident Evil 1 took my virginity and my breath away. The acting was so terrible, it made me want to cut myself. Resident Evil 2 was alright, but not as good as everyone claims. I didn't care too much for it. Leon and Claire were not my favorites. But the game was pretty long and I liked that. Resident Evil 3 was okay. I give it more credit than the previous game because it had Jill. If Carlos would have had his own scenario, and each scenario was as long as Resident Evil 2, I would say it was perfect. And let's not forget my boo, following Jill, Whispering Stars. Resident Evil 0 was then released on GameCube. Long story short, great game, good job Rebecca, and I would let Billy use and abuse me for the rest of my life. Pure sex slave to him. Resident Evil 4. Oh shit. Leon the Badass. This is when my favorite game becomes a fucking action movie. It was the beginning of the fall of this game. Although, it had a few gems. Like the chainsaw guy. Now let's get into the racist game. I am used to shooting black people. From my days playing as Carl Johnson. Of course I'm talking about Resident Evil 5. Stereotyped Chris and sexy African girl. I'd go gay for her in a second. I put that on my fucking life. This game had too much action. To the point where I was nowhere near scared. But I will say, it was quite the adventure. Much like 4. But I would rather be alone, than have a terrible AI of an ally. Now for the one that made me throw my TV off the roof. Resident Evil 6. That game was complete what the fuck, with a side of, are you fucking kidding me? I loved the action, but the controls were sluggish. It didn't feel like Resident Evil anymore. Maybe it's because I'm older. Or maybe this franchise is dying. Capcom, you fucking shits. Anyways, I'm sure you are all tired of me monotone voice. So I'll stop talking here. Next time I'll go over the movies. See you when I see you. Bitches.